Let's be honest, your ad budget feels like a gamble. Those proven strategies you've relied on for years, they're getting more expensive. The results are less reliable, and your targeting feels like a complete shot in the dark. Are you noticing you have to spend more money just to get the same number of leads you got last year? You're not going crazy, and you're definitely not alone. The digital advertising playbook that built countless businesses is broken, but it's not your fault. The platforms changed the game on us. In this video, I'm going to lay out the 3 hidden shifts that are draining your ad budget and show you how to build a marketing plan that puts you back in control. For years, the formula was simple: feed money into the Google and Meta machines and get customers out. But that machine is sputtering. The core issue is that small businesses are now almost completely dependent on a handful of platforms, and those platforms are constantly changing the rules. For business owners without massive budgets to absorb the waste, it can feel like a marketing apocalypse. The first major shift is that measurement has turned upside down. Thanks to new privacy regulations like GDPR, Apple's app tracking transparency, and the slow death of tracking cookies, the clear picture we once had is getting a lot fuzzier. It's no longer a straight line from an ad click to a sale. It's a fragmented journey across multiple devices and platforms that become incredibly difficult to track. You're flying blind, and the platforms kind of like it that way. This lack of visibility leads right into the second shift: the rise of black box algorithm. Platforms are pushing AI-driven campaigns like Advantage Plus and Performance Max, where you're asked to trade granular control for automation. The pitch is to just set a budget, pick a goal, and trust the AI. But when results dip, you have no real levers to pull. You're left guessing, and the only advice is to spend more money. That's not a strategy, it's a slot machine. And that brings us to the third shift: the skyrocketing cost to even play the game. It's not just your imagination, ads are getting more expensive. For example, the platform-wide average cost to reach 1,000 people on Meta jumped by over 20% in 2025 compared to the previous year. That's not just inflation, it's a reflection of a much more crowded, competitive auction where you're bidding against brands with much deeper pockets. The platforms are designed to make you bid against each other, driving up prices for everyone. So you have fuzzy tracking, a loss of control, and soaring costs. That is the new reality of paid advertising, and it's exactly why your old playbook is failing. So how do you fix this? You stop playing their game and build your own. You need to create a resilient marketing system that doesn't live or die by the whims of a single platform. It comes down to 3 steps. First, diversify your channels and build an owned audience. Putting all your eggs in the Google or Meta basket is a massive risk. The most valuable asset you can build in this new environment is a direct line to your customers. Focus on growing an email and SMS list. These are channels you own, giving you a direct relationship with your audience that isn't dependent on a paid auction. Use ads not just to make a sale, but to acquire a subscriber you can build a real relationship with over time. Second, you have to completely rethink your creative. Generic, lifeless ads are dead. Your ads need to feel native to the platform they're on. Short form video is no longer optional. It's a top priority because it generates far more engagement. In fact, one study found that 66% of customers find short form video to be the most engaging type of social content. Your goal isn't just to sell, it's to stop the scroll, educate, entertain, and earn a viewer's attention. The third and final step is to measure what actually matters. Stop obsessing over vanity metrics like clicks and impressions. They don't pay the bills. The only numbers that matter are the ones that reflect true business growth. You need to be laser focused on your cost per qualified lead, your customer acquisition cost, and most importantly, your customer lifetime value. When you know what a customer is truly worth to your business over the long haul, you can make much smarter decisions about what you're willing to spend to acquire them. This shift to focus on short term ad performance to long term business health. The marketing apocalypse isn't that advertising is dying, it's that the old lazy playbook has become dangerously unreliable. The businesses that will thrive in this new area aren't the ones with the biggest budgets, but the ones that are the most adaptable. They will win by diversifying their channels to reduce dependency, creating high quality, native content that earns attention, and measuring what actually moves the needle for the business. You can't control the platforms, but you can absolutely control your strategy. If you're a small business owner or marketer trying to navigate these constant changes, subscribe to this channel. I post practical, no fluff content every single week to help you build a marketing system that actually works. Click that subscribe button and let's get your budget working for you again.